Hi, Keith. I have been on here chatting and doing the most. Here he is, Keith Parris. This is fabulous. Now, everybody who's on here who watched me act a fool will see.
I'm here.
Hi, Keith.
Hi, love. How are you?
I'm good, gorgeous. How are you?
I'm actually going through it. I just like sent you a DM. I was like, oh, like I'm having like a family emergency right now, but I didn't want to flake or nothing, so I was like, let me just hop in like really like quickly because I didn't want to like feel like I didn't want to be like a Lindsay Lohan to you. I was like, oh my God, I was like, today's not the fucking day.
Yeah, when you said that to me yesterday, the Lindsay Lohan joke, I couldn't. I'm so sorry to hear that, though. Obviously, I was trying to. I should have got my iPad. I couldn't check my DMs. I had no idea. But thank you
Yeah,
for. I'm just on.
I literally just sent you a DM because I had like my alarm ready and everything, and I was just like, it was like one thing after another today.
I know how it is. You know, I know how it is. It's totally fine,
Yeah.
Keith. I'm on here talking nonsense. It is
Oh
totally
my
fine.
God, no, not nonsense.
Is everything okay though? Are you safe though? What's like?
Yeah, I'm safe and everything. I just like yeah, just like irrelevant family like shit. So yeah.
I know.
Yeah, nothing with me. Nothing with me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
you know not be the
Yeah.
best drama. You know, like if it's not with you, it's good. Like
Right.
it's just like other family shit.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I promise you it is totally fine.
hmm
I was on here going through this Ipsy bag, girl.
I haven't I never used Ipsy before like a day in my life. I just thought it was like
Me neither. That's
just like the
exactly what
whack.
I was saying.
I thought it was
I've
like the
never used
wackest. I
Ipsy.
thought it was like the wackest thing ever. That and BoxyCharm. Every time like I go on Kylie's like Instagram, she's always promoting that goddamn BoxyCharm. I'm like, who still use this crap? I'm like BoxyCharm, and every time she promotes BoxyCharm, her products is in it. So I'm like, is this really you doing, or this is or this is sponsored or
I'm
some
telling
shit?
you, I was literally saying that on the live. I was like, let me get one thing straight. I've never used Ipsy before or any
Right?
of
I
the
never use
subscription
Ipsy, and I
things.
never use
I just
BoxyCharm. Like,
happened to get like a free promotional thing. So I was like, let me go through this bag and just see what's all in here. But that is not my calling. And I am not the Ipsy girl, like at all. I'm really not.
exactly. I want to go to their event, but like I'll never use their products. Like.
Yeah, because you should just see me going through like, hold on, what is this? Who? What brand is like?
Like,
And
who
it's
is this
cool because
cat?
I got to learn about some other brands
Oh,
that I've
my
never heard
cousin's
of before, so
here.
that's cool. But like,
Sweet.
that is not my calling on the regular. Hi, Scoop B. I can't.
Janelle, that's my cousin.
Come on, cousin.
She's like the best. So yeah.
Keith, first of all, you probably don't have a lot of time. I know you got business and stuff to handle, but I just wanted to tell you I'm super proud of you and everything that you've done actually this Pride Month because I did this series because I wanted, something to go for Pride Month. I always want to just have something positive on the internet with other
Yeah.
queer people, with other Black queer people who are doing the damn thing. So I'm really proud of you. Everything you've done with the Trevor Project, like all of the brands
Thank
that you've
you.
collaborated with, it's been incredible to see you and your man.
Thank you. Thank you.
hmm
Thank
So
you.
cute, you guys. But I had to tell you that I'm super proud of you and you have to keep up the amazing work. I know things get crazy. I can't even imagine for you with scheduling and juggling everything that you have going on, but you have to keep going, Keith.
Thank you. I am. And I think it's a blessing that I do like everything that I do. Actually just got like a whole new team and it's actually one of my good friends that I actually went to middle school and high school with and like he just got signed to like this big agency and stuff like that. So I had like a meeting with him like last week Monday and then we was just and like he was telling me, send me everything the companies that you work with and everything, and I'm sending him all this stuff. And he was literally telling me the same thing what you're saying. He was like, "Damn, you work with a lot of people." I was like, "I did," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I did." I was like, I didn't real, I don't like realize how much people like I work with. So it's kind of and it's like a resume. So it looks like all the jobs or like all the companies that I work with. So I'm just like, oh, that's so cool. Like. that I work with all these amazing companies and like I've done so much and it's crazy because I feel like a lot of my followers they always want is they're like parents to me because you know how your parents they want stuff better for you and stuff like that. Like a lot of my followers always telling me like, oh, they want me on like that pedestal, like how Bretman Rock is, or how like a white influencer is and stuff like that. And even when I do big campaigns with like Fenty Skin, that blew my mind because a lot of people were just so mad that not mad that I did the campaign, but they were just mad that like they're noticing me and they now like I introduced him because it was like, how come I'm now meeting you? How come I didn't meet you like around like the 2016 realm when like YouTube was like becoming a thing, or like when diversity was becoming like the main topic when it was coming like to the makeup industry and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Maybe will be brainwashed by James Charles or James the Groomer and Jeffrey Triangle. I honestly don't know. But like I'm here, like I'm here in my house. I'm here chilling. But like, I just think it's everyone has a different time, I always say. And like, I think like I'm a firm believer in God. I know what y'all believe in, but like whoever y'all believe in, I'm a firm believer in God and I know He put me on this earth for like a purpose. And I just know too that like my time will come. It just like, it's still taking time. I'm still like that, I'm still doing some tests, like, but like I know I will get to that level and get to that pedestal. But like I just know like I feel like now in my life too. I'm still dealing with a lot of like tests and stuff that like what these big influencers go to. So I'm like, okay, this is what these people go through. And like, let me, and I'm still like, even though you look at me as a big influencer, I don't look at myself as a big influencer. I still look at myself like as like a micro influencer and stuff like that. But it's crazy that I've been on bigger platforms, like, and it's like, and I got it from being a micro influencer and stuff like that. So that's still crazy. But like, I don't know. It always baffles my. I know this is like a talk. I can go on and on and on about this. This sounds like a theory, but like it's like so. I don't know. I'm just like it's always so like weird. Not weird, but like it's so interesting when people's perspective like on me, like
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? Do you know why I really see you as a big influencer? It's because you put in the work. Do you know what I mean? Like the numbers can
Yeah.
only mean so much because I can go to an influencer's page with over 100,000 followers, but
And they got like 40 likes. They got
I
40
don't,
likes and 5 comments.
but I also, what I see with you guys, I don't know if anyone's on here who follows me and doesn't follow Keith. That doesn't even make sense if that is the case. But this guy is so impressive. Over 100,000 followers on TikTok. And what I love about you, Keith, is you know how to diversify your content. And what the whole message of Beauty Boys is like, yes, we're here, and yes, we love makeup, and yes, we love glam and all of that thing. But that's only one aspect of us. And what I love about you is you've been able to use your TikTok to grow a platform that shows so many different types, like your gaming. When I saw your TikTok, I was like, this kid is tapped in. Like he knows what like I'm
A lot
so
of people
impressed
was
by that.
so shook that like I would like I'm into gaming and like the anime concert. They was like you're into that, but like that stuff that my TikTok is really like I that's like my baby. Like I was, and then to be honest, I was not on the wave on TikTok. I was making jokes about TikTok left and right. I was like, I'm not joining that shit. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do no wrist on glitter dances. I'm not a Charlie D'Amelio. I'm not a Dixie D'Amelio. I was like, you're not gonna
Right.
make me do no dances on there. That's like
Right.
gym class to me. I'm like, oh, and I already got half a leg. So I'm like, oh, hell no. So I'm not going to be learning nobody dances. I'm sorry. But when I
Not
was
gym
scrolling,
class.
yeah, no, it'd be a lot. I tried one
Yeah.
TikTok dance and I'm like, damn, I'm sweating. Can I got full glam on too? I'm like, oh, hell no. I was like, oh, no. I hate when I sweat makeup on. I was like, oh, no, no, no. And then like my boss from my job, she's into anime just like me, and she been harassing me to get on TikTok, and she was showing me. She always used to DM me on my TikTok DM. She was used to DM me like anime TikToks, and I'm like, wait, there's like a whole anime community on TikTok. I was like, how come I never known of this? So I literally was keep scrolling and scrolling. And I see like black people like cosplaying like anime characters, and like it's always a thing like on TikTok when black people cosplay like these Japanese like white characters. But at the end of the day, these are fictional characters. Like, get over it. These are not. I wish they was real characters too, but like they're not. And a lot of like white people, they always come for the black cosplayers. It's like, oh, you can't cosplay him. Like he's white, or like he's like, he's this, that, and third. And like they're just like, these are fictional characters, and like and like, to be honest, when white people cosplay like these fictional characters, it'd be half-assed. Like when they do like the duets and stitches, like they don't put no emotion. But when the black people do it, we go 110 beyond. We have the right costume, the right size, the right, even the right props and the right effects. And I was just like,
Right.
whoa,
The
this is like
production is
so.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we understand the assignment, and they're just
Right.
half-assing it so they can get their little trick or treat candy. So I'm like, oh, they was like, no, 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 like. And then I keep looking at the videos and I'm like, wait, I could do this because like I always wanted to introduce my anime side to Instagram, but like I don't know if you're seeing it right now, but like I'm really not vibing with Instagram like that.
It's, yeah, a lot of
It's
people
not
are.
it's not the vibe, it's not the wave like how it was, and it makes me sad because like I was on Instagram when the platform started, and I was obsessed with I'm not TikTok. I was obsessed with Instagram, and like even
Yeah.
when I was debuting as myself and stuff like that, like when I came out with my own book and everything, like around 2014, I used Instagram to like promote it, and to use it on this platform. And then I'm grateful that it blew up, and I'm grateful that like when I posted my book on the site Wattpad. And if anyone don't know what Wattpad is like an online reading book service. You can read any free books like on that website. You can even write your own. You can own your all rights to the book and stuff like that. So when I posted it on Wattpad, like it blew up overnight, and then everyone started asking me, oh, sorry. Everyone started asking me, oh, like, oh, what's your, like, do you have any other social media? What's your YouTube? What's your Instagram? I gave everyone from Wattpad my Instagram, and then it blew up, and I love Instagram. Like, Instagram was always, like, my addiction. Like, social media, it's always Instagram, then I used to go on Twitter, then YouTube, and then I hardly used to go on Facebook because everyone I had, like, in my school was on Facebook at the time, and the only time I used to go on Facebook was like if people was fighting. I'm like, okay, and my friends used to text me in our like DMs and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, they're fighting. I'm like, oh, let me run to Facebook for the one time in my and ever just to see the screenshots and and then dip. But yeah, it's not a Instagram's not a vibe. It makes me sad, but like I feel like now it just turned into like a BBL city. I don't know. It's weird, and like I know you probably experienced it with other influencers, and it's sad, but like it's so secretive, and it makes
Yeah.
me sad because like you like it's already hard dealing with like white influencers because they're taking content from it, they're taking our looks and stuff like that, but it hurts even more when it be our own people. And like
Mm.
at the end of the day, I like we're grateful that we can make content like this, and it will when you tell people like what you do for a living, I know you get these same reactions when you tell people like, oh, I make content for Instagram and like social media, and they're just like, wow, like how did you do it? Like they just get so amazed like by like a work ethic and like a whole process and stuff like that. Like anybody would kill to have a job. Like you know what I mean? I used to get that so much like in high school, and even when I was started like even when I was like blowing up in middle school, and when I used to tell people like, oh, what I do and like the work ethic, they used to be like, oh, like this is all cool, but like just give me a shout out, and they don't want to put in the work. And there's amazing black people that are big influences, but I just think they're not using the platform right. We're getting distracted by fame and money and jewelry and like plastic surgery and like all this other stuff, especially BBL. I feel like that's the real pandemic now, just
Mm.
BBLs and stuff
Mm.
like that.
Mm.
And I feel like
Mm.
we just need to love our bodies. We need to like love what God gave us and stuff like that. And like, don't get me wrong, I never had a BBL. I'm not. It's not going to that. No, don't do me.
Right, right, right.
I was
Let's
gonna
not,
say
yeah.
like I have. Yeah, let's not. Don't do me. Um, I was gonna say, I have like jewelries. I seen like parts of like those lifestyle because before the pandemic, I used to like go to events. I was always in sprinter cars. Like
Yeah.
I'm always like, I remember. I feel like before when we was on lockdown for everything. Like I feel like the last event I went to was Fashion Week, and like that was like a dream. I always wanted to do Fashion Week because like fashion was always like my staple piece. It was always like a passion of mine. And I just died like when all these brands was just inviting me, like, hey, we want you to come to the show. We want you to like sit first row. I'm like, yeah, I really want me to sit first row. And I was just like, I was just speechless that whole week. And I was just like, wow, like I finally like I feel like I finally like, made it. And like and it was just more that was supposed to happen. But like, the pandemic happened, and it just like everything was just like on pause.
You know what? Like, yeah, you just said so many amazing, beautiful things. And, but like, I just want to remind people just how impressive Keith is. And what one of the main things that I admire about you, and I'm the type of person who is not afraid to say that, I admire someone, especially somebody who's younger than me, because you've been able to reach a level of success and fame and celebrity at such a young age and blew up at such a young age. I mean, you've been in the game for a while, like I'm
Yeah.
31 years old. I just started getting into this stuff a year ago, so I feel like a baby. And when you say, that's why I look at you as a big influencer too. It's because I don't care how old you are, you've paved the way, period. And so, can you just like explain to people a little? And I know it's hard to explain because I talk about this all the time with my brother because he does content too. I'm an identical
Oh,
twin, but he does basketball content. Yeah, and he's
whoa.
really tapped in. Like he taught me a lot of my editing things that I know how to do, and like kind of got me going with my journey just in my own genres, obviously.
Whoa.
um
Okay.
but you're just, what I love about you is the consistency in the work. And I want you to tell people, because I've heard you say it before on your story, if you're comfortable sharing,
Oh no,
I
I'm
want you to
comfortable.
say right now, how many TikToks do you have saved in your phone right now that you haven't even posted?
That's like 1,000.
Can you imagine 1,000? He said
And they're all
1,000.
and like half of them, a lot of them is like all like cosplay content. Some of them it's like 50. Some of them is like cosplay content and mind you, it's not with one character. I changed multiple times from different shows and different like and I do cosplays with shows that I'm very into at the moment right now, or I have a very like passion for the show. And then others is like anime challenges. The one that got all my followers on my TikTok was like there's this trend that always happens on the anime TikTok side. It's called like try not to sing challenge, and it's like
Yes, I've
they
seen
played
that.
yeah they play the anime song. You can't sing, and I'm very known for those challenges because I don't know why, but like I posted one, and then it just blew up from my account, and then every time now when I do these challenges, I'm always number one. And some people call me like the anime Bella Pooch or something like that. And I get weirded out when people call me that because I'm like, I'm a nobody, but I'm just always so surprised. I'm like, why is this like the main one that always gets like the number one ranking, like for the sound when I do this? And I'm like, wow, I was like, okay, this is my niche. And I'm like, I'm not complaining because I love doing like those challenges. And then others is just like, um, it's really just like other anime like challenges and like when I other like cosplay videos like I'm trying to do and stuff like that. And yeah, that's like what's crazy in my mind. And I wake up like around 6 in the morning. So I film my TikToks like around 8 a.m. till like 12 in the afternoon, like around lunchtime too. And
He's tapped in, y'all. I told you this brother puts in work. Like,
yeah,
I'm
and
telling
then on
you.
top of that, and on top of that, because I feel like I'm a crazy person, I always check my analytics for my TikTok, and then my good post time is 3 o'clock. And I don't post one video for like on my TikTok. I post 5 videos in one day
See?
and different days because TikTok wants you to promote, they want you to post many videos. Not like Instagram, like how Instagram you can only post like 2 photos like a day and stuff like that. No,
Mm-hmm.
TikTok they want you to post multiple videos a day. But the analytics always change and then I have friends that are like and the reason why I love TikTok too, because the TikTok influencers, they're much more sweeter than like Instagram influencers. So they would literally give you anything. If they're working with a brand, they will give you that email. If they edit away how you like it. They will really give you the app and like the software and like everything too. I'm just like, wow, it would take me a I had to go digging if I see some filter I like from some girl's page on Instagram. I can't even DM it to her because she's gonna be like, oh, like it's one of those cool apps and stuff like that. And I'm like, bitch, just tell me what filter you use, please. Like, I'm just trying to like, I just like that one filter, like, please. Like you know how it is. This is why I
Yeah.
don't like Instagram. It's just so weird now. But yeah, and then but like the new time for me when I post on TikTok now, it's like I think it's like 6 o'clock now or 10. I have to go back because like it's like a method to my madness. It's really like a method to my madness, like literally.
That's what I love and respect and admire about you though, because to be honest, people to be in this, what me and my brother call the matrix, you have to be a little crazy, honestly, because or else it'll drive you crazy. It's going to drive you crazy anyway at some point. But you know what I wanted to ask you? Because there's a young person in pop culture right now who is really at the forefront of, I think, entertainers in the LGBTQ community, and that's Lil Nas X.
I know this was
So
going, yes. I had a feeling. I
yeah,
was like,
I
who?
would
I was thinking, like,
love.
who is this? I'm like, who is this young boy he's talking about? I'm like,
Right. I would love to hear your thoughts about his BET Awards performance and just everything that he's been expressing through his music lately.
yeah, I thought it was amazing. I'm a huge fan of like Egyptian culture, and everyone will see that like on my Instagram and my TikTok. Like I always had a passion for it. I always say to people like, oh, if I wasn't into like social media, I would do like I'll actually go to college and study like Egypt mythology and stuff like that because
Get
yeah,
out!
because
I
I don't know.
liked Greek mythology.
I
Egyptians
like Greek myth
fascinates me too. Yeah,
yeah, I
because
like Greek
Hercules and Xena was like everything for me. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yeah. I always used to watch those documentaries like on the Tutankhamun theories and stuff like that because there's many theories like he died from allergic reaction from peanuts and like he was like in the war and he lost his tibia and I was like, oh, that's kind of like me. I'm allergic to peanuts. I'm like, I lost my leg, but I lost my skin first. I always think like I'm the reincarnation to come, but that's other story. But but like yeah, I loved his performance. I loved like the whole like he paid tribute to like Michael Jackson, Remember the Time, because that was actually my favorite song too. And I love like that whole music video too and like everything. And I just thought everyone was just being homophobic and hypocritical because like obviously he did kiss a boy and that was hot. That was like Pornhub Live and like I was like that was like we live for that. But
Yes.
it's crazy how that night when he kissed like his backup dancer. I know that backup dancer got a cute check too.
Right?
Imagine if you dance with Lil Nas X and then he just pulls you to the side. He's like, "Can I borrow you for a second?" You're like, "Yeah, what's up? Am I not doing the dance right?" He's like, "No, you're doing it right, but just to know, I'm gonna pick you, I'm gonna kiss you, and then don't worry, you're gonna get." And like he got a cute check. I know he got a cute check
Oh
for
yeah,
that,
well, because
right?
I was looking at the other dancer like, damn, I would have been pissed if I had to be
Right, the
there
other
and I
dancer
didn't
just
get the
standing to the
kiss.
side. I'm like, damn, I could do something. I could give you a little tug or something, or we could do it right now on the set, and while the camera's playing,
I would have just
like,
started kissing his neck or something.
right? It's like a threesome gone wrong. Like when you're in a threesome, you do what you really main with something else. You're like attracted with the other person, but then the other person, you just like they're standing to the side. I'm just like, oh my God, I feel so bad
Well,
for the
this
other
is
person.
also how Christina felt when Britney got the Madonna kiss first, and nobody filmed Christina getting it because people forgot that
Yeah.
Christina got one.
Exactly. I was gonna bring that up, but like what I was saying, like I
Yeah.
think everyone was being hypocritical and like homophobic because like they had a whole problem he kissing a boy, but like what you just said with the Christine, like with the Madonna and Britney kiss, everyone's like, "Oh, I'm wet it. That's hot." Da 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 da. And then that night too, what was so funny. I don't know if you saw like on the shade room or like on the internet, Megan and Young Miami, they kissed like at like the after party, and then everyone
Hmm.
was like like saying the same thing, like, "Oh my God, yes!" Like I saw all the all those horny boys, like, "Yes, yes, yes, love it."
Hmm.
And then all the girls were saying like, "Oh, I love it." Hot girl shed, like city girls shed, like, "Oh, they're both Aquarius, like Aquarius energy." And I'm like, wait, hold on now, y'all like you. And first of all, I'm sorry. I'm all for women empowerment and girls, but these girls look terrible at the BET Awards. I'm waiting for your video for your breakdown. It was a mess. I'm waiting for.
A mess. A complete mess. Can you imagine?
Oh, sorry, I'm here.
Yeah, no, I got it. Oh no, you're good. Yeah, I'll get the video done on that because I mean, first of all, it was Sweetie for me. What in the world was that? It was a
I
ghetto
actually
hot mess.
liked it. I actually
No,
liked it.
Keith. No, Keith. No.
Can we talk about JT's hair?
Okay. Yeah. You know
It
what
was
we
just
need
a.
to do?
I
I
would have
need to
come
get
better.
you on one of those red carpet
I
reaction
emailed
videos.
BET. Here's the thing. I emailed BET. I don't know if they got my email. Maybe it would transform to. Maybe it went to junk mail. I always email them for the BET words. I never get a response. I'm like, damn. Maybe I need to be a rapper or something. Like maybe I need a. I don't know. Maybe I need like. I don't. I honestly don't know. I always email them and like and always have an idea what I want to wear because I will come correct. Like I won't do
Yeah.
what
Oh,
I don't.
you would kill the carpet at the BET. Absolutely. I'm
Yeah, like
surprised you've never gotten the BET Awards.
nope. They never
Hmm.
they never emailed
Well,
me back.
it's out in the universe now.
Right, we're putting
So
in the universe.
yeah,
Yeah.
uh-huh. Now, can you, if you don't mind, could you tell the story about your leg? Because I actually heard it first on House of Shades. That's actually how I was introduced to you on
Oh
Kenny's
yes, you yeah,
platform.
yeah, you
Yeah, and I
did.
saw him interview you, and I mean, you know how I feel about. I always say how impressed I am by you, but that interview was the first time that I was made aware of your story, and I just really want everyone to hear it again. Maybe anyone who doesn't know.
Yeah. But first, shout out to Kenny. 'Cause me and him been friends like for years, and like he's
Uh,
so like he's really so genuine. He's like the
I
best.
love
I love
Kenny.
him. Right? He's the greatest. But
Yeah.
how I got my leg, I'm surprised you didn't. I'm happy you heard it like from there because when I started social media and like before my following and everything, there was always rumors like about how I got my leg. So this is the full true story. I was born like this. So when I was born, I came out of my mom's vag. Shocker. I had two legs, but I didn't have this specific bone on my left leg. It's like in the center of your knee. It's like around in your knee. It's called a tibula. So, and I didn't have that on my left leg when I was born. So, they had to amputate from knee down on my left leg. Like I always used to ask my mom when I was little, like, what is it genetic? Is there anybody in our family that has like the same, like, same disability as me? And she's like, no, not on my mom's side, not on my dad's side. So, this is just how God made me. I feel like He made this for me so I can be more stronger and I can be a leader in the world, not a follower, because it's better to be a leader, not a follower. That's how like I think of it and everything. So I had this since birth, but what was so crazy when I started getting a following, it was weird. There was always little rumors. People used to say like, "Oh, I lost my leg in a gang activity." People used to say like, "I lost it in a car."
Gang.
Yeah, and I'm like, "That's not my gig." Yeah, exactly. I was like,
No,
I was like,
heavens no.
yeah. And what was so crazy? The people that started this rumor was like, it was saw a lot of white people, saw a lot of Spanish people starting this rumor, and I was like, oh, okay. I don't see no black people starting this rumor, so I'm like, oh, okay, okay. I see where like
Where'd
the
you
narrative.
grow up, Keith? Did you grow up in New York?
Yeah, I live in Brooklyn.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I live in Brooklyn, but my family's from the Caribbean. So my mother's from Trinidad and my father's from Grenada.
Yes. Come on, Trini. Love
Yes.
it.
So yeah, yeah, that's how I got my leg. Yeah, nothing luxurious.
Yeah, no,
I was just born like this.
yeah, but I'm glad that you told the story and that you expressed that because I can't imagine how many rumors about yourself you've heard, with your career and just the influence that you've been able to amass.
Yeah, it's
If you
just
could look
weird.
back and give your younger self like a piece of advice before starting content, before starting social media, if you could tell him something now, what would you say?
I would say don't listen to the negativity online and those friends you're hanging out with now, cut them off now, immediately, like now, like
Mm,
right now, because I had so much friends that I look as family. Like I was so close with their family. I was so close with them. I like treated them like if they. I'm an only child, so I used to treat them like if they was like my brother and my sister. And to this day, like I don't talk to like a lot of people who I cut off just because they were just using me. They used to like go on my phone, look at my emails, like and when I used to like work for
not at
brands.
your emails.
Yeah, because they used to be like, "Oh, can I see like they used to be like, can I play a game on your phone, whatever?" And I used to be like, "Okay," or I used to never feel comfortable giving my phone. They used to like
Not a
literally look at my email.
game.
Yeah, anytime I used to get PR, like they used to always say, like, "Oh, can I have this product and stuff like that?" And they just
Mm,
didn't understand the business aspect. Like when we do get PR, like I have to promote this, or I have to use this in a video, or I have to use this for a look or something like that, and then like I could give it to you after, but let me just need it down for the video and stuff like that because brands will be checking on like okay did he really use this product and I'm not trying to get sued I'm not and I need all the money I need period and
period.
um and like yeah and to this day like it's so crazy to like these people that I caught up I had to file restraining orders over them like there was like an incident that happened like around Juneteenth and stuff like that and like it's just crazy how jealousy is and like how and all the friends like the friends that I cut off they was black and it goes back to it be your own people. It's weird like you see someone who you grew up with, who you went to school with, or even just like a minority person, you see them like climbing up to the social like stats or like just climbing up doing something good with their life. Like, I'm grateful and I could say this and it may be shady, whatever. I'm grateful that like my come up it wasn't from me dating some like rapper, or me dating some like hot influencer or something like that, you know. I'm grateful that like I'm not nobody's baby mama. If I was a female, you know, I'm grateful I'm not, you know, I'm not, you know, nobody's baby mama, you know, or my come I was like in a fight or something like that, like, you know, or something like, you know, some scandal, you know, I'm talking shit about somebody and stuff like that. Like, you know, I have my credits, like I paved my way. Like, you know, when I came up, I had like, you know, a lot of people can't say like they have their own book. They done so much amazing work with different brands and stuff like that. Like I'm all for, you know, diversity. My main mission was to, you know, to create diversity, and also, you know, to bring more disability people aware, like, you know, in the forefront, like in the industry, and like, you know, just in the light, because I just feel like it's time. And I liking how it's going, the direction is going now for social media, just like the world when it's coming to diversity, because I was happy because I don't know if you saw, but Kim, she's starting an Olympic line, and then she had like a lady who was an amputee, and she's in the Paralympics. And what's so crazy, I was actually supposed to train for the Paralympics like long time ago, but
Wow.
I just didn't. Yeah. When I was in eighth grade and like going on to like freshman, like my freshman and like sophomore year, I was in this program with my hospital where I like get my leg done. And then they had this little program, but they stopped it because it wasn't in the budget no more. But they used to take me and a group of people who had other disabilities, like there was kids who had like cerebral palsy and like Down syndrome. They used to take us to Colorado and like around by Crescent Butte, like in the wintertime and the summertime. So in the wintertime we used to snowboard and ski, and I like snowboarded for years. I know how to snowboard. And then in the summertime they used to take us like horseback riding and like water rafting and stuff like that. I horseback ride for years too. So I was and I was really good with snowboarding. Like I remember that my trainer and like everyone there, it was like so amazed. Like I never snowboarded in my life, and they were just so amazed. I picked this up so quickly, and they recommended me. They was like, oh, you could really do the Paralympics. And then I remember me and my mom, we was looking into it. We used to go upstate in New York, and I used to like snowboard on my free times, and like when it was like the winter time or when I just had time. And I almost did, but like I think we just stopped because like I was in high school, and you know, I was like, she wanted me to buckle down and go to college, but I'm not in college. I was like, I don't want that stress. I don't want to pay like, you know, all those dues and stuff, debts and stuff like that. So I just literally said to myself, I just want to focus on being an influencer and just get a job in the real world, so you know I can provide myself and provide my mother and like myself. And I can just focus my content when I'm off on those days. And
Uh-oh. I think you went out.
yeah, sorry.
There-
I have an alarm that keeps going off, so I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, that's like another fun fact a lot of people don't know. I love snowboarding, and like I was like this close because like the hospital and
Wow.
like everyone was like they was like really talking to people like about it. And I just never did it because like I think it was because I had a lot of SATs coming up, and like my mom thought like she my mom main dream was always, you know, I feel like all parents' main dream was to see their child graduate high school and walk down with their diploma. And like,
Yes.
and I had met, yeah, and like and I'm happy that like, you know, I was doing this while I was in high school. So I'm happy that I still like, you know, stick it through. I never like dropped out, because like it was getting hard when I was like doing my influencing while I was in high school, because like I was just getting a lot of opportunities. There was like a lot of shows that was reaching out to me that wanted to work with me, but I just told them like no, because like, you know, I'm in high school. I just want to, you know, sit down,
Speaking of
graduate.
shows, are you going to be on Love and Hip Hop next season? I took
Uh,
it there.
yeah, no, I'm not. And that's, I still get that question to this day. And like, I never, like, they never introduced me. I was in talks with them when I was in high school, but like, I filmed
Hmm.
some scenes with them, and like it was interesting. I even filmed with them one time in LA, and I have a if you scroll down, it was when I was at BeautyCon LA, and I took and it was a photo with a Marla nigga. I shot with her. She was amazing. I love her. Like she still shows me like a lot of love, and she was super genuine talking to her and everything too.
Hmm.
And we shot like one good scene together, and like that was supposed to be for season two, but they never showed it. And it was like the season two premiere, and I know how it went because the way how they put her storyline for the the first episode, they was showing her traveling, like, doing events and stuff like that, and they filmed that, they showed it on that episode. She was at BeautyCon LA, but they just cut me out because obviously I didn't sign a contract because I, we always hear those like saying like those rumors about it on the show, like, those contracts can be like the devil contract and stuff like that. I always read my contracts. I just was always getting like an iffy vibe. There was some castmates that, I just never like got along and stuff like that. And like there was one, and I did shot a scene. Keith almost went to jail that night, and I was like, yeah, this is not for me. I was like, I almost not
Jesus.
almost not almost. I threw my leg at a cast member, but like, and they put me right back in that black van. The man in black, they took me right out of that scene. It was like, yeah, back in the van. I'm like, okay, like this was fun. Yeah, but like
Yeah.
I would, and it's not even saying I would do a different reality show, or even I would do it that because I still keep in touch with them, like the whole executive producer and stuff like that. They always send me emails saying they want to shoot with me, they want to bring me onto the
Yeah.
show, and I got offered from all the franchises because there was rumors. I remember people started rumors that like they thought I was moving to Atlanta, but I was like, no. I posted like I want to visit Atlanta, and they just took it there. And
They ran with it.
I have family that lives in Florida and like Jacksonville. And I remember I took a photo on my story, me and my mom at the airport, like just like saying, well, this like, well, you know how they have the welcome signs when you land. I took a photo of that, and then we was visiting them like around Christmas time, and they was like, how long are you here for? And I'm like, we're here until like I'm here until like the 26, 27, like, around that time. And it was like, you want to do a scene? I was like, I'm kind of with my family. It's Christmas. I didn't even know you guys was working today. I'm like, you guys film Christmas content too? I'm like, oh Lord. Wait, like, what's like, are you guys going to do like a group thing and like someone's going to try to throw the Christmas tree? I'm like, oh Lord. I'm like, yeah. Or like someone threw a snickerdoodle and eggnog. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, like I just always find it like they're like like I don't know, they're just like the cops. Like they always used to DM me like the weirdest time when I'm at events and stuff like that. And I always
Yeah.
and like the way how I talk to Mona and them, I still love Mona, but like the way how like I told her and like some of the producers, like I just want to, show my work. And I think around that time too, I was having a lot of problems with my mom. So, they wanted to showcase that. But like obviously my mom won't be on none of my social media and like none on TV too. But like they did record some scenes, like a lot of scenes actually, like when I was on the phone with her, like, via speaker, and she didn't know, like, she was on TV, because it was just like a regular conversation. I was just like in a room at an event and stuff like that. And, she was just like, just talking her ish and like, but it was weird because when I was filming with them a little bit, like our relationship started getting like, it was already like going downhill, but like it started to get weirder because like I think my mom was getting like random calls from like them and stuff like that, and like they was feeding her information like where I was at and like what event I was at, and like I just find that weird. And I was like, wait, how did they get her number? And I didn't even
Yeah.
put her as my emergency contact or nothing. So I was just like, yeah, this is weird. And
Hmm.
but yeah, I would do the show, but like I just have to like, lay down the line with them, or maybe, maybe not. You never say never, but like if I
Yeah.
do the show, it would be New York. I feel like it would be New York. I would do like 2 seasons like Cardi, and then I'll dip. Like, you
Right.
just I'm in and out and stuff like that. I know how reality TV works, but like even if I would rather be like on a different reality TV show, maybe that like I always say to myself, it would be cool if they have a reality TV show that like showcase influencers and show like our showcase our lives and stuff like that. I would love if somebody can do that and pitch that to like a network and stuff like that. I think that would be really dope and really
I'd
cool.
also love to see more of you and your boyfriend. I think it's important to have representation of young, Black, queer couples in as many mainstream media platforms as possible. I'm sure you've gotten offers already.
Thank you.
Um, I'd
Way
love to
how we
watch.
would film, like if me and him do like reality TV or anything like that, I don't know. He's super supportive and like he's so surprised when I do social media. He's super genuine. Number one, when it comes to my social media career, that's what I always wanted in a boyfriend and in a relationship. Like he's like my first ever real relationship, like period. So I always like how I started to get offers and stuff like that, but like it's like when you give birth and like you don't want to show the baby too much. You don't want to showcase it
You want
like
to hide the man from the world and the world from the man, child. I
yeah,
hear
cause
you.
yeah, cause that's like my bliss right now. I'm like
Yeah,
I don't want that's when if you show like the people you love too much, that's when the problem starts. That's when like the drama starts. That's when the crazy people start coming out like with their fake stories, like, oh, I was his boyfriend, I wasn't. No, we did this, we da 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 da, and then I have to throw my leg in, or I have to call my lawyer, and like I don't want to do none of that. But yeah, like I kind of get weirded out when I see like people who are in relationship who are social media people who they post their boyfriend or their girlfriend every day of the day. Like I
I
don't
couldn't do it.
I would never like me and him we had these talks when we're not doing the couple channel. That shit gives me cringe. I'm sorry. Like I'm not doing the couple channel. That irks my soul. Um
I could never. I literally
yeah.
could
If me and
never.
him do get an offer, I would love it to if it's in a magazine, reality
Yeah, if it was the
TV,
right situation, I'm sure,
and
because,
a big
yeah,
company. Yeah, the right
yeah,
situation and a big company. Like if Teen Vogue hit me up and do it. Hold on. Hold on, like.
has to make sense, people. It has to make sense. Hi, Deep Shika. Hello, my love. Um, hello, everyone in here. Sorry if I didn't get to your questions with Keith. He definitely did have snakes in his camp. That was crazy. Having people ask you to play a game on your phone and then going through your emails. Can you literally imagine? Hi to everybody who's still in here. Um, Cosmetics was in here. Fabulous. What show are you into lately? Would you do one for it? I thought that Keith was filming Love and Hip Hop. That's what I heard on the streets anyway. Um, he did tell me that he had a family emergency earlier, and I kept him on here for quite a while. Keith is just so impressive. I'm really glad that he came on here and spoke and got to tell some of his story, and we could chat a little bit. I'm just looking at all of your comments in here. Keith is a trip. He's just young and talented and raw and unfiltered. I would say that he reminds me of a young me, but oh gosh, I don't even know how he's in his 20s. When I was in my 20s, I was doing a lot. Hey Dion, Keith just came out. I think he had a family emergency situation moment. Happy Pride, Dion, though. It's good to see you in here. And I live for your stories. When you are out, a bitch, you be doing it. Um, I'm just looking at some of these comments in here. So yeah, in the meantime, you guys can obviously watch the full lives of all the episodes on my IGTV, on my YouTube channel. You guys know I'll always be posting clips and showing you some more of our conversations. I'm really happy that I was able to do this for Pride Month because I really just wanted to show some normal conversations between the beauty boys in this industry who I look up to, who are really doing it. And it's really fun to be able to do it. So I'm gonna get this live posted up and I'll get clips and all of that good stuff up for sure. Live in the afternoon in the middle of the day. Thank you guys for watching and everybody who commented and stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And yeah, Beauty Boys will live on. This is just the beginning.